Interior, Rebel Base, the War Room. The Princess, 3PO, and a field commander sit before a giant display showing the planet Yavin, its moons, and a red dot that represents the Death Star.
Standby alert. Death Star approaching. Get to the panic room. Secure your pants. And children.
3PO smacks face down into a bowl of soup, smashing it. He summons the nearby GIMP droids to clean the mess.
Finish this job immediately. We must appear motionless. The Imperial fleet is layering on our moons.
Exterior, space. The Death Star slowly moves behind the surface of Yavin as many X-Wings flying in formation zoom towards us. Interior, Red Leader starship, cockpit. Red Leader lowers his visor and adjusts his gun sights, looking to each side at his wingmen.
She's after Yavin. Move to a safe distance and drop her like in Attack of the Clones. It's very simple.
Interior, Biggs' fighter, cockpit. Biggs checks his controls, alert and ready for combat.
Shoot them. Send them rocketing into space with a bazooka blast.
Interior, Porkins' fighter, cockpit.
I've got some eggs. I can fart a plasma grenade and blow a hole through the Death Star.
Interior, Wedge's fighter, cockpit.
That sounds like something right out of the Rewritten mess. Which I suppose makes sense when you think about it, since we're both literally and figuratively in the cesspool of a Star Wars mythology.
Interior, Luke's X-Wing fighter, cockpit.
Can someone please tell Wedge to shut the hell up?
R2, Red Leader has ordered us to kill Wedge.
Beep, beep.
Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits.
Do not kill Wedge. Only kill squad the Death Star. I am weary we won't get a sequel if we leave it in one piece. Lock as foils in attack position.
The Red Group fighters move in formation towards the Death Star, unfolding their wings in an X position.
They're serving up fierce anti-air lasers. Porkins is serving up fierce poison gas.
How about an ion cannon? They're so common in these movies.
Do you know how to turn on your flamethrowers, Skywalker? Huh? Do you? Turn it on. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Luke adjusts his seat and switches on his flamethrower.
Kick ass, right, guys?
Wedge rolls his eyes, frustrated that Luke doesn't seem to have any idea what he's doing.
Maybe you should just do some crazy hand gestures since you're supposed to be doing space magic. You know, like a preppy kid who's trying to impress girls.
Cut the chatter, you two, or I'll backhand you when we return to base. Accelerate to attack speed. This must be pretty exciting for you kids.
Exterior, space. As Y-Wing fighters move in, the awesome size of the gargantuan Imperial fortress is revealed. Interior, Gold Leader's cockpit.
Readily, this is Gold Leader. Next phase, attack the Death Star base and score 8.5 million Imperial fatalities.
I copy, Gold Leader. Proceed with phase 2 of Operation Twist and Burn.
We're working the shaft now. Man, I just can't believe how big and impressive it is.
Interior, Red Leader's cockpit. Red Leader looks at his wingmen and claps his hands in joy.
Let's blow this Death Star and then we'll turn it into an opera house. Where my Ewoks at?
Instead of an astromech droid, Red Leader has 2 Ewoks operating his X-Wing computer systems.
Whoop whoop! Ooh-cha!
The X-Wings dive to the Death Star's surface. Interior, Death Star boardroom. Alarms scream. Imperial officers scramble to react to the fighter attack, explosions rocking them.
I've never been this scared before. This is really, really scary. I don't want to die.
Even the Emperor looks slightly afraid at how easily his monstrous Death Star has been attacked within minutes.
They've guessed our weakness, the wretched rebels. Fooling those pipsqueaks should have been easy. But no, Mr. Emperor Hands cannot lose.
The Emperor halts his meeting with a Bacta Cola salesman.
If you place your order right now, we can deliver by tomorrow, or the next day, or even the next day.
Don't touch my nose again, a-hole. And make this deal sound prettier, please.
I can't lower my price any further.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Sorry, got to go. You two stay here and work out the catering for our launch party.
The Emperor abandons his meeting and heads for his escape pod. He bumps his head on an opening door. Interior, Rebel Base. Princess Leia listens to the battle over the intercom.
Heavy fire, boss. We're under attack.
Yeah, but I don't think you've managed to destroy the main thing we want to destroy yet.
I see it. I'm counting the shots. 20, 27, 28, 29, 200.
Exterior, space. As an X-Wing draws level with the Death Star, it crashes into a huge fallen stop sign. Interior, Death Star. The Emperor enters the Death Star's sickbay.
I can't believe this is happening. My eyes are glazing over. I can't see the pipsqueaks. They're everywhere. Everybody, look. I'm going to show you how a real Emperor should act.
The Emperor looks around and realizes he's all alone. He presses a button and a blue force field surrounds him.
Peace out, incels.
The Emperor presses another button. A slingshot appears and loads him into its sling. Exterior, space. The Emperor is fired out into space away from the battle. X-Wings continue in their attacks on the Death Star. Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits. Luke nosedives radically to attack the monstrous fortress.
This is Red 5. Have I got friends out there?
I'm probably one of them.
Terror crosses Luke's face as the side of an explosion leaches inside of his cockpit. His eyebrows catch fire.
Guys, help! My eyebrows!
R2 sprays him with water, putting out the fire.
Boopy boop boop.
Luke, what in hell have you done? Your eyebrows were amazing.
Luke adjusts his controls and breathes a sigh of relief. Flak bursts outside the cockpit window.
I got a little cooked, but I'm okay.
Red Group continues their barrage. The Death Star's big arms try to swat Luke's X-Wing.
Oh, crap!
It's all right. If anyone can pull this off, it's you. We're going to get out of this, or my name isn't Jar Jar Biggs.
Interior, Death Star. Troops are blown in all directions. Standing amidst the chaos is Darth Vader and an Imperial officer.
We count 30 rebel ships, Lord Vader, but we've detect no signs of your Amazon delivery.
That it's time to reveal the truth, my true identity. It's a known fact that I am Darth Vader.
Darth Vader lifts his cloak to reveal the miniature AT-AT underneath. The Imperial officer's lips curl in a sneer.
Don't stop.
Darth Vader lifts his second cloak to reveal Jabba the Hutt's son, Little the Hutt. He commands the AT-AT to crush Little the Hutt.
Strike back!
The AT-AT tramples Little the Hutt into a lifeless jelly. Vader raises his fist and floats the body into a junk pile.
Now let's strike back at the rebels.
You're a man of few words, Lord Vader, but I want to be near you.
Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits. Red Leader flies through a heavy hail of flak.
Luke, can you take the lead? I've had about as much fighting as I can take.
Forget it! You take them out, okay?
I just want to say, you really should invest in a better helmet. I haven't seen you this uncomfortable since your performance of Hard Day's Night back in high school.
Thanks for the fashion advice.
Watch yourself. There's a lot of moisture in the air right now. It's made my helmet slimy and gross.
I'm good. Hit me with the slime.
Interior, Rebel Base. An officer working over a screen speaks into his headset.
Squad leaders, we've picked up a new group of signals. They seem really unhappy with our work.
Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits. Luke looks around to see if he can spot the approaching Imperial fighters.
What's going on here? They're keeping secrets from me. How do I fight off a bunch of ships I've never met? And what's really going on between Leia and Tarkin? Did they talk about me?
The Death Star's surface sweeps past as Red Leader breaks the sound barrier. He ejects from his cockpit and dashes towards a gunner tower brandishing a large sword.
Hey, you can't breathe in space.
Yes, I can.
Have we
I'm
got
a living weapon. I can stand on my toes and inhale and hold it. How do you think I'm such a good belly dancer? Done it again.
Red Leader aims and throws his sword, destroying a gunner tower. He returns to his X-Wing.
Keep up your visual scanning. Vader's gonna rear end us. I bet you wish you'd eaten a green worm once in your life, but now is no time for fine dining.
Interior, Rebel Base, bar and grill. The resident Wookiee chef prepares a meal for the princess.
Here you go, ma'am. I can also make you a green worm with cream of mushroom soup.
I don't have time for fine dining right now.
Are you sure? I can set you up with a way to kill your father instead.
No, I'll have the green worm with the cream of mushroom soup. Thanks.
Exterior, surface of the Death Star. 4 ferocious Imperial TIE ships dive on the rebels. Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits. Biggs panics when he discovers a TIE ship on his tail.
Why are they picking on me? I didn't learn to fly until this movie.
Biggs, I'm not sure you can survive this if you keep whipping out like that. Get on my left. I'm going to crash them into that mountain.
There is a ski resort atop a mountain on the Death Star.
Not during the big ski-off.
Interior, Death Star. The whole Death Star's gone mad. Officers are climbing the walls. Soldiers are in the hallway, throwing their helmets at each other. Interior, Biggs' cockpit, traveling. Biggs sees the TIE ship behind him and tries to avoid it.
He's on me tight, baby. I'm trying to control the turns, but I don't have a clue. Is this a dream?
Interior, Luke's cockpit, traveling. Luke flips upside down and is slammed into the ceiling. A tiny Vader circles his head. Luke is not amused.
Hang on, Biggs. I'm coming in for the kill. I'm doing it for the thrill.
Luke, if you get hurt, Vader will have you as a human meal.
Don't worry, Leia. I've marked myself safe on Facebook.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. Biggs and the tailing TIE ship are chased by Luke. Luke fires, exploding the TIE ship in a mass of flames.
That's what I call poetic. I bet he wishes he'd eaten a green worm once in his life.
What's with the green worms?
Interior, Rebel Base. Leia, 3PO, and Dodana listen to the ship-to-ship communication on the room's loudspeaker.
Pull me out. I'm not gonna die on this ridiculous rock.
Put your Biggs poised pants, Biggs. The Empire will kill you. You fall out of that spacecraft.
How dare you nursemaids step out of line on my turf? You're not supposed to be here. Jealous mother has forced me into this fight. She's a monster, and so am I.
Nursemaids? What are you talking about? What is this nonsense? Nursemaiding is one of my primary.
How did you get this number, Vader?
The Force, of course. Of course.
Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits.
Look at my piloting skills. I can handle this little engine easily.
Who cares about you? This movie is about Luke.
An Imperial TIE fighter pilot scores a hit on Luke's ship. Fire breaks out on the right side of the X-Wing. Luke looks at himself in the rearview mirror.
Damn, that sucks. I can't lose you too, Lukey baby. What happened to the little Vader guy?
Smoke pours out from behind R2.
R2, why am I in a wide-eyed dream? Why do I have a lightsaber in my hand and a feeling like warm lava? And why am I flying in circles?
Beep boop bop.
Luke takes a nap.
Porkins, can you see Red 5?
Look, it's Luke in a spaceship. He's acting like he's in a nightmare. Wake up, Luke. Wake up. And where'd you get that pretty red coat?
Luke wakes up. He spots a TIE fighter behind him.
The Empire is trying to stop me. I'm uncomfortable.
The Death Star whips below Wedge.
They tried to stop you before. It's not happening now. I'm a soldier.
Wedge dives towards Luke and the TIE fighter.
Blast it, Wedge! Where are you? Voldemort is coming.
Wedge unleashes a volley of laser fire on the Imperial fighter. The TIE fighter explodes, filling the screen with white light. Luke looks about in relief.
Good job, Wedge. I'm sorry for being a scaredy cat.
Wedge pulls a lever, and the X-Wing jerks forward. The movie changes to a close-up of Wedge's face.
Don't worry, Skywalker. I'm really good at Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Interior, Rebel base. Leia, 3PO, and the other Rebel officers are listening to the Rebel fighters over the war room intercom.
Good shooting, Wedge. Has everyone seen the new Star Wars movie? Wedge has a cameo.
I'm recording it in case we lose the TV signal.
Interior, Gold Leader's Y-Wing cockpit. Gold Leader starts towards the long trenches at the Death Star surface pole.
This is Goldfinger. We're heading to a massive trench. We know a baddie is waiting for us. We are going to make him pay.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. 3 Y-Wing fighters of the Gold Group dive out of the stars towards the Death Star surface. Interior, Rebel base. Leia and the others are grouped around the screen.
I copy, Goldfinger. Can you pick up the TV signal?
The film begins to play on a big screen. The lights flicker as the opening crawl of The Rise of Skywalker begins.
We don't have time for popcorn.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. 3 Imperial TIE ships in precise formation dive towards the Death Star surface. Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Darth Vader calmly adjusts his control stick.
Stay in attack formation. Today, the Empire strikes back.
Interior, Gold Group fighters, cockpits. Gold 5 is in his 50s, towing a battered old sleigh full of gold. He's been stealing from the rich and has been too slow giving to the poor. He took this mission for one last big score, but there's a catch. He must steal the Emperor's pot of gold before the Death Star explodes.
What's this do?
Gold Leader mashes buttons wildly, accidentally firing proton torpedoes at Gold 5. His gold flies everywhere.
Whoops! I better get out of here before Gold 5 notices. Switch power to turbo boost!
Surface guns blaze away at the oncoming Rebel fighters.
How many guns do you think, Gold 5?
I don't know how to count, Goldfinger. They've got lots of them. There are like 6.
Interior, Rebel base. Leia, 3PO, and the technicians view the projected target screen.
Death Star will be in range in 5 minutes.
They can make it, even if they fly through the exhaust port and tickle it to death.
Hello.
We don't have time for a slumber party. We can't lose here.
Interior, Gold Group fighters, cockpits. Gold Leader holds his pirate spyglass in front of his eye.
Prepare to fire the NOS and hit the quarter mile in under 10 seconds.
He hovers his finger over the NOS button and takes a sip from a bottle of Corona.
For family.
Gold 2, a younger Y-Wing pilot about early 20s, is struggling to keep up with his squad. His hair is mussed and sweat runs down his brow. His name is Brian.
It's just way too slow and too serious.
Suddenly, all the laser fire stops. An eerie calm falls over the trench.
The guns, they've stopped.
I have eyes, you know. No spaceships. Just a Starbucks and wait. There are a couple of ships.
Gold 5 looks behind him.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded now, a little woozy. You know, not okay.
They're coming in. 3 marks who are not family.
No.
It's a trap!
I don't care, Brian. We're racing.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. 3 Imperial TIE hot rods, Darth Vader in the center, flanked by 2 wingmen, dive in precise formation towards the Death Star surface. Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Darth Vader calmly adjusts his control stick.
I've loaded my ship with a secret weapon developed by Kathy Kennedy. This isn't the kind of weapon you use daily. It's the kind you use to destroy an entire family. Cover me.
Vader lines up Gold 2 in his scope and fires. Interior, Gold Group fighters, cockpits. The cockpit around Gold 2 is engulfed in flames. Luckily, Brian's droid, V1N Diesel, puts out the fire.
Get out of here, Brian. Go. Start a family.
Gold 2 flies away. Gold Leader is panicking. Gold 5, the old veteran, tries to calm Gold Leader.
I'm a monster! I have so many regrets!
Stay on target.
I was never a good son!
Stay on target.
I cheated on my fiance! Did I murder her mother?
Stay on target.
Oh, the whole galaxy's staring at me, laughing at me.
Stay on target.
All because I can't do one simple thing. Take care of a man's business. My wife left me. My kids, they died.
Stay on target.
Destroy a super weapon. What I do? How would I get out of here? I hunt that Luke Kim. Kill him for giving me a new hope. I just want to kill something.
Stay on target.
Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader calmly adjusts his targeting computer and pushes the fire button. Gold Leader explodes in a ball of flames. Interior, Gold 5 and Red Leader's cockpits. Gold 5 moves in on the exhaust port as the TIE fighters open fire.
Gold 5. No. Such a whip.
I don't make the hiring decisions, Gold 5.
He came from Clown College.
Exterior, surface of the Death Star. Gold 5's engines explode. The life of Gold 5, a veteran of countless campaigns, is extinguished. Interior, Death Star, control room. Grand Moff Tarkin and a chief officer stand in the Death Star's control room.
We've analyzed the attack, sir, and it seems they're trying to end the movie. Should I have your ship standing by?
Evacuate? No, I don't think so. I'm going to pick up these last fighters with my big cannon and teach them a lesson in friendship.
Tarkin turns to the computer readout screen as numbers scroll across the bottom.
I'll give you a full permission to fire. Fire!
But, sir, you can't use your big cannon right now. It's under maintenance.
That's not a good excuse. I can have it back working in just a few minutes.
Tarkin tears off his uniform, revealing his shiny white tunic underneath.
Oh, sir.
Tarkin tears off his tunic, revealing his flashy gold-plated robe underneath.
Sir, that is very irregular, but I've got to admit, that robe has a certain draw.
Tarkin tears off his gold robe, revealing his gold-plated torso, that his chest and arms are just as hairy as his head, revealing that his stomach is even hairier than his chest and arms, revealing that his skin is covered in small, intricately shaped lumps and bumps, implying that he has an unholy amount of body hair, revealing he has unspeakably hairy armpits. Tarkin continues revealing details about his naked body for quite some time, but it is far too X-rated for this stream. Tarkin leaps over the control station. He glides away.
Rebel base, 3 minutes in closing, I guess.
Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits. Red Leader looks over at his wingmen.
Red Group, rendezvous at Mark Hamill.
This is Red 2. Mark Hamill.
I don't know. Is it a guy with a lightsaber? Red 3 standing by.
Mark Hamill's the son of Anakin Skywalker and Padme Amidala, is he not?
Luke, take Reds 2, 3, 24, 88, 1000, 12 again, 4, and 6. Wait for my signal to start your run.
Oh, right. What's the code for I'm a little busy.
What's your problem, Luke?
Well, it's just, in this kind of situation, I'm usually being followed by a black-suited spaceman with a red stick and a voice from outer space.
Do you mean my mommy?
No. Remember that Jedi Master who told me I'm a Jedi, but never really got around to showing me any ways that I can be a Jedi?
What did you say to Biggs's mom, Luke?
I said, you should stop asking me if I'm a Jedi or not. It's none of your damn business.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. The X-Wing fighters of Luke, Biggs, Porkins, and Wedge fly in formation high above the Death Star's surface. Interior, Red Leader's cockpit. Red Leader looks around to watch for the TIE fighters. He begins to perspire.
Oh, not this again.
He looks over to his wingman and pulls out a canteen. He puts it to his lips and takes a sip.
I picked the wrong day to quit drinking.
Red Leader tears down the trench of the Death Star as lasers streak across the black heavens.
Keep your eyes open for those angry bow ties. They're dangerous. They'll blind you.
He leans forward in his seat, feeling nervous.
Come and get me, you overdressed swine.
Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits. 3 X-Wing fighters travel swiftly down the Death Star trench.
There's too much pressure. This has been the longest night of my life. I shouldn't even be alive still. Red 5, can you see me?
I can't see you, Porkins. All I see is endless darkness and death.
Can you see dead people?
All the time. Flying around like regular people.
Tough crowd.
Luke looks down at the Death Star surface below.
I see them, Porkins. Just don't tell them if they're friend or foe. I like guessing games.
Porkins looks up and sees the Imperial fighters.
They're closing in too fast. Faster than I can count them. 1, 2. I lost count again. I'm gonna blow.
Porkins, don't blow.
Porkin, hold on to the baby.
I'm holding on to the baby.
Eject.
But I like holding the baby.
Pull up.
But the big boys are coming to tie me up.
Blow that TIE fighter with your bees hole.
But look, I'm still in control. Look, I'll go straight into DEFCON and I...
The TIE fighters open fire on Porkins. His ship explodes in a ball of flame. His body is flung into space. Red Leader pulls his pirate spyglass in front of his eye.
Target's coming up. These guys killed my girlfriend on Sullust. This will be fun.
Red Leader looks at his target computer readout screen. He then looks into his pirate spyglass.
Just hold them off for a second.
Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader rapidly approaches the X-Wings as he aligns them in the center of his computer screen.
I love this job. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Interior, Red 10 and Red Leader's cockpits. Red 10 works his controls furiously, trying to cover Red Leader from Vader's fighter.
You better watch it, Red Man, unless you want to go to Dead Town.
Red Leader is concentrating on his targeting device.
Almost there. I'll slap him hard.
Red 10 panics.
I can't do my job adequately.
Red 10 spins his ship around, trying to escape from Vader.
Oh no.
Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader coolly presses the fire button on his control stick.
Come here, bitch.
Interior, Red 10's cockpit. Darth Vader's well-aimed laser fire strikes Red 10's ship. Red 10's ship explodes.
I'm sorry, Papa.
Interior, Red Leader's cockpit. Red Leader lines up the target in his crosshairs and fires.
It's away!
Exterior, surface of the Death Star. A Rancor is launched out of Red Leader's cannons. It flies down the trench towards the target.
Oh my God.
Interior, Death Star. A wall explodes. An Imperial officer is flung to the floor by an angry Rancor. Stormtroopers are smashed to pulp. Interior, Rebel base. Leia and the others stare at the computer screen.
It's a chart-busting hit.
Interior, Red Leader's cockpit. Red Leader looks back at the receding Death Star. Tiny explosions are visible in the distance.
Negative. It didn't eat the target. It just ate some soldiers and maybe some fruits and berries. What is happening? What is...
Interior Death Star. After several hundred seconds of no action, we cut to the Death Star. The Rancor uses a stormtrooper to barricade itself in a staff kitchen. Interior, Red Leader's cockpit.
Red Leader, I've spotted you.
I'll see you soon.
A wary Red Leader looks about nervously as his ship thuds.
I just died, didn't I?
Interior, Luke's X-Wing fighter, cockpit. Luke looks excitedly towards Red Leader's X-Wing.
No, you're looking great.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. Vader shoots Red Leader's ship. Red Leader screams as he buys it, creating a tremendous explosion far below. Interior, Death Star kitchen. The Rancor senses through the Force that his handler, Red Leader, is a new citizen of Deadtown. He dusts himself off, determined to avenge his friend. Interior, Death Star. Grand Moff Tarkin casts a sinister eye around the room. His officers, however, are cheerful. Tarkin looks up to see a Rancor charging into the command center.
Hey, you! Scum of the galaxy. Are you busy? A beast is trying to get in here.
Several officers try to push the Rancor out of the room.
Let's take care of this quickly now.
The officers surround the Rancor. Tarkin snaps his fingers, and the lead officer shoots the Rancor with his laser pistol. The Rancor falls. Grand Moff Tarkin, full of pride, scoops a mouthful of green Rancor blood into his mouth. Interior, Rebel base. The Rebel leaders listen intently to the talk between Luke and Wedge. The room is grim after Red Leader's death.
Biggs, Wedge, we're going in the Wampa's cave, if you know what I mean.
I do not.
Interior, Red Group fighters, cockpits.
Luke, at that speed, will they catch us on camera? I can't afford another speeding ticket.
I say yes.
The three X-Wings unleash a barrage of laser fire. The Death Star is very annoyed and fires back. Luke's lifelong friend struggles with his controls.
Do we want to kill them?
No, killing is wrong.
Yes, we do.
Flak and laser bolts flash outside Wedge's cockpit window.
Watch yourself. Increase your speed. Aim for the hole. Stay in school.
Is now the right time for this conversation?
Nah, it's fine. Just remember, I'm better than you at everything.
Wedge is perplexed. Luke breaks into a nervous sweat as he dodges laser fire, but he doesn't slow down. He thinks about his hero, Lightning McQueen.
Ka-chow! He's the fastest!
Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader fires and scores a direct hit on Wedge. Interior, Wedge's cockpit. Wedge wheels as Vader fires again, breaking his windshield.
I'm gonna die! I'm gonna hyperventilate!
Where are you going?
I'm gonna pass out and be dead!
Who said you can die?
He did!
Wedge points at Darth Vader's TIE fighter.
I will kill you with my laser gun.
Interior, Luke's X-Wing fighter, cockpit.
Wedge,
Yeah.
you're absolutely useless back there. Call a cab and go home to bed.
Sorry!
Exterior, space around the Death Star. Wedge cuts a hole in his X-Wing and climbs out. He straddles his R2 unit and blasts off to safety as Vader opens fire. Wedge's X-Wing sinks into the trench. Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader watches the escape but is feeling mellow.
Let him go, guys. Stay on the leader.
Interior, Biggs and Luke's cockpits. Luke speeds down the trench. The three TIE fighters tail close behind him. Biggs is worried.
Hurry, Luke! Help me out!
Wedge, I must help Wedge get to safety.
Wedge went home. Stay with me and keep me alive.
Come on, let's go help my best friend Wedge.
No, I'm your lifelong friend. Cover my left.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. Vader and his wingmen race through the Death Star trench. Biggs weaves erratically as Vader gains on his left. Interior, Biggs' cockpit. Biggs sees the TIE fighter behind him.
Luke!
Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader squeezes the fire button on his controls. Interior, Biggs' cockpit.
Oh, wait, I've got an emergency eject button right here.
Biggs' cockpit explodes around him. Biggs is dead. Interior, Luke's X-Wing cockpit. Luke is stunned. His eyes are watering, but he doesn't blink. He stares blankly into space.
I miss Wedge, my oldest friend.
Luke's ship streaks through the trench of the Death Star. Interior, Death Star. Control room. Grand Moff Tarkin eyes the projected target screen keenly.
No.
Rebel base, 30 seconds and closing.
Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader takes aim on Luke and talks to the wingmen.
I'm on the leader.
Interior, Rebel base. 3PO seems nervous.
Real nervous.
Griffin bump. The TIE fighters are mildly unpleasant. Interior, Luke's X-Wing cockpit. As Luke lines up his targeting device, he hears a voice.
It's me, Obi-Wan. I'm calling from beyond the grave. Ooh. Just kidding. But seriously, Luke, you must make a choice.
Luke shrugs it off and looks into his targeting device.
Don't be annoying about it, Luke. Be strong. You can do this. I'm here for you. Sort of. You could just be going mad.
A grim determination sweeps across Luke's face as he closes his eyes and starts to mumble Ben's training to himself. Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit.
The Force is tickling this one. If he lets it, he could destroy me. Go on. Destroy me. I dare you.
Interior, Luke's X-Wing cockpit. Luke flies at full tilt toward the yellow targets on the targeting device. He hears Ben's voice again.
Luke, I'm not gone. I'm just a ghost. Go for it. You're the greatest Jedi of all time. Trust me.
Luke's hand reaches for the control panel and presses the button. The targeting device moves away. Interior, Rebel base. Leia and the others stand watching the projected screen.
His computer's off. Luke, what the hell did you do that for? Don't you know how much those things cost? We are on a tight budget.
Interior, Luke's X-Wing cockpit. Luke looks at the Death Star surface streaking by.
It's easy. I'm just gonna blow up the Death Star with my effortless charm.
Interior, Rebel base. Leia turns to the others.
We're dead.
Exterior, Luke's X-Wing fighter. R2-D2 turns his head from side to side, still beeping in astonishment.
Beep, beep, beep?
Exterior, Luke's X-Wing fighter. A large burst of Vader's laser fire engulfs R2. The arms go limp on the smoking little droid as he makes a high-pitched sound.
Son of a beep!
Interior, Luke's X-Wing fighter cockpit. Luke looks frantically at the smoke billowing from R2.
No! Not R2!
R2's beeping sounds die out. Interior, Rebel base. 3PO begins to cry.
Perfect.
I know there's an inconsistency in his root chakra. I'm sure this news would devastate men.
Leia interrupts 3PO's annoying sadness.
Dodonna, please shut him up.
Dodonna switches 3PO off. Lights representing the Death Star and targets glow brightly in the command center.
Put on your dancing shoes. The Death Star is nearly ready to tango.
The room erupts in a rush of chatter. Leia grabs her handbag and flings it across the room. The silver coins clatter to the floor. May the Force be with them.
Bonuses for all of you, not for Han. I'm dealing with media and PR. He's off being a yogi in the wilderness. Han should be here, doing anything. He's not dead or frozen yet.
Interior, Death Star control room. Tarkin glares at the projected target screen.
Here we go, lads. Time for your big magic trick.
Rebel base is in range.
Well said. I'm give you full permission to fire.
Target snaps his fingers and yodels with excitement.
What?
Commence primary ignition. Open laser ports. Sync up critical power. Bring the pew-pew.
An officer reaches up and pushes the pew-pew buttons on the control panel, activating their license of Windows 98. Suddenly, a blue screen lights up the control room.
No.
Check our windows. Call Bill Gates, quickly. Big boom is coming in 60 seconds.
Interior, Luke's cockpit. Luke glares anxiously at the exhaust port.
This is gonna work. I still can't believe it, but I know it. I just don't know how.
Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader's targeting computer swings around into position. Vader takes careful aim on Luke's X-Wing fighter.
I have you now. I'll take what's yours, and finally, the day will come when I will fulfill the prophecy of the Chosen One. A Dark Lord will rise, and not everyone will be amused. Then I'll arise and destroy him. He's my destiny, and that'll be the day that I die. Oh, that'll be the day. The day. Anywho, better blow this guy up.
Vader pushes the fire button. Exterior, surface of the Death Star. As Vader unleashes a volley of laser fire, one of the TIE ships at his side is hit. The TIE fighter is hit again and explodes. Interior, Darth Vader's cockpit. Vader is taken by surprise and looks out from his cockpit.
What? Why? What? Why would they shoot at us? I swear, if that's the pew-pew man... Wait, what?
Interior, Millennium Falcon cockpit. Han and Chewbacca watch through the porthole.
Excuse me, Darth Vader, but I could have a moment alone with your daughter.
What?
Exterior, space around the Death Star. The Millennium Falcon heads right at the two TIE fighters. Exterior, Death Star trench. Vader's last wingman panics at the sight of the oncoming pirate starship and veers radically to one side, colliding with Vader's TIE fighter in the process.
My ship! My beautiful ship! Oh man, oh man, oh man.
Vader tries to regain control of his stricken ship, but it spins out of the trench with a damaged wing. Interior, Millennium Falcon cockpit. Solo's ship moves in toward the Death Star trench. Solo, smiling, speaks to Luke over his headset.
You're still supple, kid. I've told you you'll be fine. This is Anne, by the way. Your friend. We met at a bar.
Interior, Rebel base. Leia and the others listen to Solo's transmission.
We've come this far, so now let's blow. Now let's do it.
No!
We've come this far, now let's do the blow like rebels.
Interior, Luke's X-Wing fighter, cockpit. Luke concentrates on the exhaust port, then fires his proton torpedoes. Exterior, surface of the Death Star. Luke's torpedoes shoot toward the port and explode, blowing open the door to the Death Star exhaust port. Inside, a surprise party is happening. The party clown makes a sad face as the torpedoes hit the cake. Interior, Death Star control room. Imperial soldiers run to the control panel.
Oh, poop.
Exterior, space around the Death Star. The rebel ships race away from the Death Star as it opens like Pac-Man behind them. Before it can take a bite, it explodes, sending a shockwave through space. Interior, Millennium Falcon cockpit.
Great shot, kid. That's all she wrote. 1 Death Star down, 4 to go.
Interior, Luke's X-Wing fighter cockpit. Luke is at ease and his eyes are closed.
The Emperor would have you believe you're a nursemaid. That is a lie.
Luke feels calmness wash over him.
Hi, I'm Darth Vader. I'm your father, Darth Vader.
What?
Ignore that. Look over here instead.
Exterior, space. Vader hyperventilates as his ship spins off into space. The rebel ships race toward the 4th moon of Yavin, triumphant. Fade to black.
That is brilliant. Thank the maker.
Magnificent.
What? That was cinema. That was cinema right there. Oh my goodness.